But that's when I realized, and it was a long process, that without having self-esteem, you are done. God did not put you on earth to be nothing. I could have lived my whole entire life. I could have went to heaven being a 297, 350 pound man.
Yeah.
So this is how I look at it. God would have looked at me and gave me a chart. I believe that God has a chart of, he knows everything about you. What you could do, how long you gonna live. And he would give me a chart and laid it down in front of me when I got to heaven. 7 years old, 350 pound man, making $2,000 a month. He gave me a chart. Now I read this chart, and the chart would have said 195, Navy SEAL, Army Ranger training, honor man, all these different things, pull-up records, 4,030 pull-ups, change people's lives. And I'm like, hey, God, this is not me. It says David Goggins on this chart, but it's not me. My biggest fear in life is that God would have looked at me and said, it was supposed to be.
Doubt is really how I know that I'm pushing myself into a zone that I'm not used to. But like the enemy, I respect my doubts. I'm not afraid of them, but I respect them. I'm going to watch them. I'm going to listen to them. I'm going to understand my doubts, but I'm not going to be afraid of them, and I'm going to destroy them.
Doubts are part of being human, and if you're not doubting yourself, you're not challenging yourself either. I deal with doubt by dealing with the situation, because I want to know that I can get through it, and if I fail, I fail. Hey man, I fail all the time, and I have doubt all the time, but I also have enough confidence in myself that I'm willing to try almost anything. Doubt is your mind telling you, to think about the things you need to think about anyway. And you need to use that doubt to put the thoughts into your mind to visualize the successful outcome.
If you want something out of life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to acquire something, if there's some goal that you want to reach, that is really not easy as some people will make us feel. That living your dream, changing your behaviors, overcoming negative habits, it's challenging. It's hard. Number one, you've got to work on yourself. It's very important that you engage in an ongoing process to develop you. Spend more time on yourself than what you've been spending. It's very important. You owe that to yourself. Overcoming the negative conversation, that inner dialogue that's going on all the time, even when you don't want it to be there. You can't stop yourself right now from thinking. You can't do it. It's going on. And so learning how to empower yourself, part of doing that is standing up to yourself. You've got to stand up inside yourself sometimes and say, shut up. I was going to give a presentation, and this voice inside of me saying, you can't do this. You don't have everything it takes. Shut up. You get scared sometimes. Your mind will go blank on you. That's why you've got to learn to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to stand up inside yourself. Working on yourself, watching that inner dialogue, it will determine the quality of your life. When you're working on something you want to achieve, you have got to stand up to that voice. You've got to sell yourself every day on your abilities, on what you're doing, on the goal that you want to reach. You've got to sell yourself every day, according to your level of belief. It will manifest itself in what you're doing. Whatever we have right now, whatever we're demonstrating in our lives, is a result of what we believe subconsciously that we deserve. And part of increasing that belief level is that you have got to convince yourself every day. You can learn all the techniques in the world. If you don't believe in yourself, it won't happen for you. Courage is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. When you have something you want to do, if you don't develop the courage to do that which has been given you to do, and you spend a lot of time going around trying to convince other people or trying to get their approval, what will happen is that you will lose your nerve. And other people will convince you that what you're doing doesn't have any value, and you'll give up on your dream. You've got to focus on you. And as you convince you, as you sell yourself every day, you will begin to see a difference in the things that you're doing. Selling yourself on your ability to perform a job, to achieve a certain objective. Telling yourself every day, here I go again. And I got what it takes. This is my day, and nothing out here is going to stop me.
When we start questioning ourselves, we're instilling doubt in our brains, and especially in our subconscious, that is keeping us from going full force towards the goal. Is it easier to go towards a goal that you know 100% you're going to achieve and pour all your energy into it? Or is it easier for you to pull back and not put all your energy into it and all your resources and all your time and all your knowledge because you think it might not happen because there's a slight doubt in your brain? Big goals, guys, they take big energy. It takes all your effort. It takes all your thought, all your focus, all your time. And for you to go all in, you've got to be able to remove the doubt. If you don't believe in your heart, you're always going to hold some chips off the table. You're always going to hold back your true potential. You're always going to hold back what you could truly give. And guys, when you hold back what you could truly give, you're not going to get what you could truly get.
What I'm going to do with my insecurities is I'm going to confront them. I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to own them. When you have some kind of something that you're insecure about, well, if it's something that you can take control over, cool, then attack it and get good at it. You know, if you're insecure about talking in front of people, cool, attack that problem and get better at it. Whatever you're insecure about, do it more. If you're insecure, if you think, every time I write an email, I feel like it looks like junk. Cool, write more, get better at writing it. So there's insecurities that you have like that you can attack. If there's something that you can't change or that you can't control, then just get it out there and have fun with it, as far as I'm concerned.